Jaylen, can you take us through the issue with Duncan Robinson? It seemed like he was kind of holding on to your arm after he fouled you, and you just kind of threw him off. What happened, and are you okay with what went down and the flagrant?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I think it was no issue for me. I think he knew exactly what he was trying to do, trying to get tangled up, et cetera, because he didn't want to play defense. And, they called the foul, but he was still trying to hang on, so I was trying to get my arm free.
Joe said he liked the friction. And is there a point where when guys are being a little bit overly physical with you, you got to say, like, I'm not taking this anymore. Like, I'm going to have to force it myself?
Yeah, especially, Miami's known for, being physical. Miami's known for getting away with a lot of that stuff, kind of mucking up the game. And, at the end of the day, you got to protect and own your space. I feel like Duncan Robinson knew what he was doing there, trying to get tangled up and trying to draw whatever. I don't know what he was trying to do, but I bet you he won't do it again.
Well, in the fourth quarter, you guys were really going after Robinson, and he was like fighting to deny position, all that kind of stuff. Usually against teams, you can kind of find the cross match you want and just kind of go at it in crunch time, but Miami made you guys work for it. So how did you guys work through that and try to find the best outcome?
Who's it for?
For Jim.
Just playing the right way, just reading the game. I think we've been playing a lot of intentional basketball, which I think is going to pay off. I think, in the regular season is where you build habits, and I think we've been trying to be the smarter team night in and night out. Tonight, they had some players that defensively we could take advantage of, and I feel like majority of the game, we tried to get to those positions in those spots. KP got his position in, early, and he was able to take advantage of those matchups, and that's stuff that we look to do.
Jaylen, Joe said to us he particularly actually liked when you and Duncan were having words with each other at the free throw line after. He just liked seeing that fire. What was that interaction kind of about?
I don't think it was anything special. You know what I mean? I don't really have a comment on it. I think we just, two teams playing hard, trying to figure out how to win. I think he was trying to get his team motivated right there. And, I was ready to move on to the next play.
Kristaps, what happened with your back when you went out, and what was kind of the process of getting back in there, and how are you feeling now?
I want to answer the last question a little bit. To be honest, when they got into it again, I kind of liked it. He got the whole crowd into it. It was a good atmosphere. So I think that was good. And my back is fine. I got a little bit bumped from Bam on a rebound. Just kind of nothing serious. Yeah, I just went to the back, made sure it was good, warmed up again, and all good.
What did that altercation, Kristaps, do for the group and all of you, showing the poise but also a fire from that point on?
No, I love it. I think we have to take those moments, those emotional moments in a good way. Make us fired up but controlled. We have to stay controlled. And because that's their game. They need us to react to something, or they need us. So we as JB said, we own our space, but we don't have to react back. They have to do that to mix up the game, to make something happen. And I think we just have to be smart in those situations, but show that we were right there.
You're new to this rivalry. What is it like to be a part of, and how important is it for you guys to experience this now, looking at the playoffs?
Yeah, I knew, we all knew going into this game, that's, we're going up against Coach Spoelstra and Miami Heat. They're going to remember the last game, what happened, and they're going to come out, with a game plan, and they want to beat us as much as we want to beat them. And it was going to be a fight, especially a big game on national TV, all this. And it was a war, and it was fun, and most importantly that we came out with a win and proved who we are.
Kristaps, how do you feel like you've been able to impact this matchup, the amount of zone they throw at you, just the pockets you're able to find, the openings you're able to find against their defense?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm just playing my game. I think the more time I'm spending with these guys on the court, we all just getting real comfortable with each other. They're knowing my spots. I'm finding them whenever there is some extra help coming or double teams or whatever. and we try to make the game easy for each other. We play selflessly, and when we do that, it's a headache for the other team.
Kristaps, you got hit in a tough spot late second quarter, and then you got called for the foul. Like, how did you bounce back? What was that feel? I mean, did you think about leaving the game? Like, what was going through your mind other than pain?
No, to be honest, I wanted to challenge it, and see if we could get something. But I guess the thought was that, I kind of did bump him first a little bit, so the foul would have stayed. Maybe we could have gotten something, unsportsmanlike or something like this. But to be honest, this kind of plays happen, and they're going to happen probably even much more in the playoffs. All kinds of stuff is going to go down. So I don't know if it was on purpose, but definitely got hit in there, and. Yeah, it is what it is. We keep playing.
Thank you, guys.
That's where we end it.
That's one more question.